Important stories we're ignoring. Everyone's talking about Trump's tariffs. That's all anyone can talk about. And the markets are melting down.
And it's gone.
And there's all kind of ramifications. And there's a rumor on X that the government used some sort of crazy, retarded formula to come up with the tariffs that's incredibly simplistic and was probably created by AI, which I don't doubt at all, and which would explain why there's a tariff on an island populated only by penguins. There's so much weird shit to this story, and it's still unfolding, and we really still don't understand jack shit about tariffs. So we're sticking to a classic dumpster fire move and ignoring it. Here's my take. It is insane that the executive has the sole authority to add tariffs no matter who it is. And I probably won't be buying anything for a while either, other than ammo. And neither will you. Other than supporting the completely tariff-free Phetasy.com. You guys were basically like the Marx Brothers, tap dancing away and doing our little ragtag during the Great Depression. I'm Bridget Phetasy, and this is your dumpster fire. Welcome to Dumpster Fire, where we make burgers out of your sacred cows. We premiere new episodes every Tuesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Please join us in the chat. We always try to be there unless I'm on stage or Maggie is dying. Today we're going to cover some good old-fashioned dumpster diving stories for you. The weird and the wild stories from across the internet that we've been kind of collecting while we actually had to try and cover news. But before we get going, some upcoming comedy dates. I will be opening for Colin Quinn at Mothership May 23rd to the 25th. There is a link in the description below where you can buy tickets. I'm on the 11 o'clock show at the Creek in the Cave tonight, just in case you want to go out and you're in Austin. And I have also started my own stand-up show called Ask Me Anything with my friend Ariel Isaac Norman. The first show is on April 10th at 8 p.m. There's a link in the description where you can buy tickets. We have a show every other Thursday, so if you can't make that one, try and make one of them. Please come out. It's going to be such a fun show. Another important story we're ignoring is the whole Cory Booker filibustering the Senate thing that I didn't pay attention to. I was vaguely aware of it in the sidelines because it went on for 25 hours, and I still have no idea why he did it, and I still don't care.
Don't care, still don't care.
I don't even think technically it was a filibuster because he wasn't blocking any legislation. He would just spent 25 hours and 4 minutes talking to protest the broader agenda and policies of the Trump administration. That's what I was told by Grok. I do want to just know at what point Cory Booker crapped the diaper that I know he's wearing because he's such a fucking baby.
Something's happening in my diaper.
Okay, fuck this. I gotta go.
Huh?
This is just resistance LARPing. What is this even for? What are you doing? I don't understand. I still don't understand. And the Democrats were like, this is our moment.
It's just like, if you're going to spend 25 hours doing something, do something.
No, you don't have to do anything now. If I had to talk for 25 hours straight, you would hear every story of my entire life in probably the first 12 hours, and then it would get real dark.
You have a lot of stories, though. I think you could talk 25 hours straight and tell stories and still have more in the bank.
I don't know.
You just needed some prompts.
Some prompts. That's
you
true.
would just need some prompts. I could just be there to prompt you.
Ask me anything.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like,
tell the story about the time you were in a sex cult. Tell the story about the time you drank horse semen.
What the fuck?
Tell the story. Tell the story about the time you were lying in bed screaming about wanting babies.
That sounds like I was with a man, but I was just alone and hungover and mad that I wasn't getting the accolades I deserved.
That's a dumpster fire theme for sure. Where are my accolades?
Where are my accolades? Where are my accolades? Where are my accolades? It's about time I got some accolades around here. Where are my accolades? That's how I felt like this Cory Booker thing was, though, where he might as well have just been like, where are my accolades?
Uh-huh. Dumpster diving.
What's next? In the dumpster. It's been so long.
It's been so long since Feral Phetasy's made an appearance.
I could have done that for 25 hours and 4 minutes. That's my filibuster.
You would have dropped dead of exhaustion after like 3 hours.
My filibuster is just... No, you're having a stroke now. I'm just rooting through a garbage can. A team of scientists trapped in Antarctica plead for help as violence breaks out. This story was going around like in the middle of March, a couple weeks ago. The team is a group of 9 South African scientists. They're trapped down there for the next 10 months in isolation due to extreme winter weather on a cliff's edge, with someone who's apparently already physically assaulted the expedition leader, sexually harassed colleagues, and made death threats, leaving the group to fear for their safety, obviously. This is like some shining shit, truly.
Yeah.
Come out, wherever you are.
This is my nightmare. Well, one of my nightmares. I have a lot of them. And the premise of all good horror movies, including The Thing specifically.
You gotta be kidding.
Trapped in an isolated place with a lunatic, except their no hope of rescue is 10 months, almost a year. This is why I didn't go into science.
This is the exact reason. It's the only reason. Bridget was like going to be a nuclear biologist.
Little do you guys know, I was planning to get core samples from the poles my whole youth. And then I thought, no, I don't want to be trapped in an isolated room with a madman.
Also, the fact that I just said nuclear biologist, which I really don't think is a thing.
Maggie was also going to be a scientist.
I was crossing between marine biologist and nuclear physicist and just combined the two.
Little do you know, I was going to be a nuclear biologist. Oh, come on! In Antarctica.
Antarctic nuclear biology. Bridget was cutting edge in her field. The only one.
And alas, if only I didn't have a crippling fear of being in remote places with psychopaths. I just figured it was better if I became a drunk waitress instead. I can't even imagine wanting to do that. This is like wanting to go to Mars.
I know.
Like, you think, this is the thing too. You think this won't happen on Mars?
I know.
You think people
won't flip out on Mars and try and kill everyone by like opening the door? It happens on airplanes all the time.
Yeah, it happens on Earth in Antarctica where we can't even get them. We can go get people from outer space and we can't go get these people. Get your mind around that. According to the South African ministry, the crazy guy has willingly participated in further psychological evaluation, has shown remorse, and is willingly cooperative. Oh, and he's also written a formal apology to the victim. So, problem solved, I guess.
Everything's fine.
They just sent there's one email that they got that just says everything's fine, and that's all we've heard from them. No, I'm just making that up. But it's not clear if the team is still actively trapped in the sense of ongoing danger, as the situation has reportedly stabilized. This happened 2 weeks ago, and we can't really find any updates on the situation since March 21st. So for all we know, we're laughing hysterically about this, and they're all dead.
It's funny because it's mean.
Before our next segment, don't forget to like, subscribe, touch my bells and buttons, and tell your friends about us. Please help us reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you guys have spoken. When we hit 100,000 subscribers, I will do my very best Mexican weather report. You have to stick around through the ad, though, to see the weather report, guys. Sorry, them's the rules. My favorite thing is when we're in the chat and people are coming in to watch the live premiere, and they're like, did I miss the Mexican weather report? I'm like, nope, you made it in time.
It's the whole framework around which the dumpster fire hinges.
It is. It truly is. You've all heard me screaming, women! friend for years now, and you're about to hear me scream it again for the story we have coming up. I'm a big advocate for women in general and women's health in particular, and that's why I love Quest's line of medical tests specifically focused on women's health issues. They offer a basic women's health profile test that gives you a snapshot of your current health and wellness, women's hormone test designed to identify imbalances associated with various health conditions, and specific tests for fertility, thyroid function, and even your menopause stage. I think their line of fertility and menopausal tests are amazing, though. And you can take an ovarian reserve assessment marker, AMH test, to get an indication of your egg quantity. The best part is you can get this information without a doctor's visit. So ladies, prioritize your health. Visit questhealth.com today. Use the code FIRE to get 25% off and find answers to the multitude of health questions you may have. That's questhealth.com and use the code FIRE for 25% off. The link is in the description below. Now let's check the weather with Andrea Canchola.
Temperaturas máximas mínimas. Hermosillo, 42 grados Celsius la máxima. 40 para mis regios en Monterrey, San Luis Potosí. Llegaremos a máximas de hasta 33 grados Celsius. Oriente, occidente y centro de la República Mexicana, todavía las temperaturas sobrepasan los 30 grados Celsius.
Thank you, Andrea.
More dumpster diving.
More dumpster diving. A woman freaks out and takes off her clothes at an airport. Oh, wait. Actually, this happened more than once with two different ladies at two different airports. One was in Dallas-Fort Worth, and the other was at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. That's exactly where I'd expect that to happen, to be honest. Maybe this is the beginning of like an M. Night Shyamalan
Ding Dong.
Maybe this is the beginning of one of those movies where people just start going mad and taking their clothes off. It could be just the beginning of like a horror movie. People are losing their minds, definitely. There's a lot of that, and to be fair, I do understand it. I had a panic attack at the Chicago O'Hare Airport one time, and it definitely led me to wanting to take all my clothes off and run screaming through the airport. So I understand how they got there. And by the way, in my defense, I didn't. And they kept delaying my flight by 15 minutes every 15 minutes for 2 hours. And this is when I was having a lot of fear around flying. And looking back, I was coming down off a coke-fueled 3-day bender.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I sweat through 2 of my shirts. It was a close call. I seriously almost got naked. I had to call my yoga instructor. Yes, I know. It's as shameful as it sounds. And have her talk me down off a ledge. And then she was like, "Oh, do you want to take your clothes off and run through the airport yet?" And I was like, "Yeah." That's actually right where I'm at.
So this is a common response to anxiety?
I don't know. It seems like I don't generally like to make fun of people having mental health crises and then having it be on video and then having the internet mock them for it, because I do think these are people obviously in some kind of clearly in a mental health crisis, and now you just have cameras everywhere. I mean, maybe this is how we get attention for Dumpster Fire. I just get naked in the airport.
Taking off your clothes everywhere you go. I think people would be on board with that.
And I'm like, you know what? Women, are you okay? I don't think they're doing well. Also, it is the grossest of all grossest places to get naked is an airport.
Yeah.
I won't even let my husband wear shorts to the airport. Whenever he puts on shorts and we're going to the airport, I'm like, you're wearing that to the airport? He's like, yeah, what's wrong with it? I'm like, I don't know, like your skin touching, all of that stuff. Nothing sounds more disgusting than the Mile High Club unless you're in a private jet.
Oh, God, I know.
Imagine joining the Mile High Club in a public airplane bathroom. Disgusting. If you wear flip-flops to an airport, you should be put on a no-fly list.
And now a lady who's pushing back against the craziness.
A true hero. Women! And now for a woman who's doing something we can support. A woman was immediately disqualified and expelled from a USA fencing event after refusing to face a male opponent. Fencer Stephanie Turner made a very bold decision to take a knee, not for BLM, for women. Women! When she found out who her opponent would be. She said, "I'm sorry, I cannot do this. I am a woman and this is a man and this is a women's tournament and I will not fence this individual." Redmond Sullivan fenced for the men's team at Wagner College last season, her opponent, and now identifies as a woman and fences for the women's team. And do you know how infuriating this is? Do you know the actual bravery it takes for her to do this in this kind of climate? Everybody says it's better. It's not. This is still happening all over the place. She's still going to get piled on. USA Fencing's transgender and non-binary athlete policy was enacted in 2023, and it said it was based upon the research available of the day. I really resent that we still have to cover this.
But more and more stories like this are happening. And I feel like the more women who do this, the more women will feel empowered to be able to do it. And then they'll just stop competing against
women. No, it is bullshit. There was some story going around on Twitter that I saw J.K. Rowling tweeting about, and it was like some 3-year-old was kicked out of their preschool because they were transgender. They were transphobic.
Right. I saw that.
It is madness. We are living in this. But again, see, here's the problem. It is all stuff you read about at the end of civilizations. Like, you're like, this is crazy. This is madness. This has never happened. Oh, it did happen. It actually happened when Rome was imploding. I really want to end this on a high note, though. I do have to applaud the people who are bravely standing up to this nonsense. It does take so much courage for that woman to take that knee, knowing what she's going to face, knowing what she'll face online, knowing that she's now got some scarlet letter
target on her back.
Yeah, she has a target on her back. Patriarchy's so crafty. This is also why women are getting naked at airports.
To prove they're women.
If you love Dumpster Fire, the best thing you can do is become a paid supporter at Phetasy.com. Tariff-free, guys. You get the unedited version of this Dumpster Fire, and we leave a lot of inappropriate things on the cutting room floor, this one in particular. You also get access to everything else we're doing, and it's a lot and always increasing because I am a psychopath who apparently never needed cocaine. Join us right here on YouTube every Tuesday and Friday night at 8 p.m. Central for a new Dumpster Fire. We do a live chat, which is always hilarious, and we moved Walk-Ins Welcome off of this YouTube channel. So to catch our new episodes, please go subscribe to our channel, Walk-Ins Welcome with Bridget Phetasy. There's a link in the description. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs there. Thank you to everyone who helps make the Dumpster Fire possible. Thank you to Quest for sponsoring today's episode, and thank you to our audience, subscribers, supporters. We love you. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you to our editor. And now to cleanse your palate, the internet is glorious. Remember, life is absurd. Don't take yourself so damn seriously. Take the work seriously. Don't take yourself seriously. This has been your Dumpster Fire. I'm Bridget Phetasy. Now make me rich! So I don't have to fly with the plebs getting naked anymore, for God's sake.
And you can finally join the Mile High Club with your husband who wears shorts.
And my husband can finally wear shorts when he flies.
And the unicorns dance while the world burns, world burns.
World burns.